The largest collection of bat coronaviruses relevant to this pandemic virus is found exactly where the pandemic first began. Third, every laboratory in the world, including our very own CDC and high containment laboratories in the United States, they all have had laboratory accidents. Laboratory accidents happen everywhere there are humans. Humans are fallible. So it's absolutely reasonable to think that some other laboratory also had an accident. And fourth, this laboratory that worked on bat coronaviruses was undertaking work which, on the face of it, was quite important for understanding these viruses, but had some risk of a lab accident. We are not necessarily talking about anything deliberate. We're not necessarily talking about the engineering of a new virus. This could be as simple as a laboratory seeking to grow viruses from important samples, bat samples, not realizing that one of them contained SARS-CoV-2. They grew the virus without knowing it and had no obvious sign that they had a positive virus sample and treated it in the way that we would otherwise treat a sample, not carefully enough. And so they became infected unknowingly and without symptoms and walked out of a lab carrying the virus. So the scenario is not necessarily malicious or malevolent. If it were true that this came out of a laboratory by accident, we would have to completely rethink what we know and do about lab safety, how we handle samples that are of high likelihood to contain a pathogenic agent, a dangerous virus or bacterium. We would have to rethink the kinds of science that we do and how we go about doing the science. In my own view, the issue here would not be what is the question that scientists were seeking to answer. The question was a great question. Is there something here that might threaten humankind? But rather how we go about doing it.
Right. Now, inside China, east side, you have Hubei, the province of Hubei. You have the city of Wuhan, and then inside that you have the Yangtze district. So not only inside the Yangtze district, inside Hubei, inside Wuhan, inside Wuhan, inside Hubei, inside China, is the obviously ground zero for coronavirus, but also the Wuhan Institute of Virology, where they have already in December 2019 confirmed that they were testing on bats for coronavirus prior to the outbreak. This is where it's come from. I don't know why they're still debating from it. America, Donald Trump, towards the end of 2019, was in China. He's arranged for them to start taking over the research that America have been researching. So America researching coronavirus since 2016 in their laboratory in California. Donald Trump's paid for them. They had 2 near outbreaks where they've had to set up quarantine. 2 before China. So Donald Trump's then paid China $6 billion to do the research, which, on a quick side note, about 4 or 5 months after the outbreak happened, he then sued for the money back. So he's paid for them to start doing it. They've then taken up research and they've then fucked up. If you look at all the timelines and all the figures and everything from the WHO, was it? It's been a while since I've seen it now. World Health Organization. I have to think about that there. If you look at all the facts, it's all there. I don't know why they're still. Wow, maybe. It's the only place that it come from, mate. Just admit it. Just. China, the second it happened, China probably burning all the documents and everything, trying to cover it all up. We know. I said this on April 7th, 2020. The video's still up there.